Hi everybody, my name is Brad Gray. I want to thank my mother for asking me to share a message with you guys about where I've encountered God in my life. And this is a difficult one because there are so many different examples. You know, being raised in the church, I never really questioned anything. I kind of just went along with, what was in front of me. And somewhere between the age of 12 to 15, I really started to question everything, my faith, God, what's real, what isn't real. And I began to wander. I began to wander very far away from my faith in God and in Jesus Christ. And I wandered just long enough until God came along with a brief moment of grace and mercy, and in a nutshell, saved my life. Fast forward a couple years, and here I am, and I can admit to your everyday person that I'm a son of God, saved by God, only by the grace of God. And to me, that's a beautiful thing. There's a quote that says, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. I was at my lowest point in my life when I heard that voice in my mind for the very first time. It was an experience, and I heard it's gonna be okay in my mind. And I was overwhelmed with just this peace, and it was a sense of freedom. Like, okay, what next? And I followed and I listened, and things started showing up and happening. And about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I had just come back from Indiana. I was questioning, did I make the right decision? Why am I here? What am I doing here? And I'm at the beach, going through these readings and these prayers and really wondering. And all of a sudden, this man shows up, and he's got his dog alongside him, but his dog's not on a leash. So here I see a real life example of faith. And I spark up a conversation with him, and we start talking about his dog and how, the dog hasn't left his side for 13 years. And the conversation leads to my dogs, and then his life and my life and his kids. And he mentioned to me that one of his daughters was struggling. So I went into my experience of struggling and battling my own personal, issues. And he asked me a question, and he said, "Man, that's amazing. How sober are you?" And I said, "In about a week and a half, I'll have a year." And he said, "Man, that's awesome. It's just one day at a time, And when he said that to me, I knew something bigger than me was going on. I recognized it immediately. And so I was like, I need to dig a little deeper here with this man. So we talk and talk and talk, and I see that his knowledge and insight of alcoholism was vast. And he was very calm, very peaceful, very excited about this experience that was going on between the both of us. And as the conversation went on, he explained to me that he is 28 years sober and I am 33 years sober. And to me, it hit me immediately. It's like all doubt is gone. Like something bigger than me moves in and through me and around me and in humanity. Whether people tune into it and recognize it or not, it's there all the time. And so I started asking him about, my decision and me coming back here. And the way he explained it to me was, Brad, it doesn't matter where you are or where you go. God is always with you, and there you are. It's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing when situations like this happen and you recognize them for what they are, and it's just purely a God moment. It's purely a God moment. When you follow that call inside of your mind and in your spirit, the right people show up. The right people show up. And again, I just want to thank my mother for allowing me to share that simple experience with all of you. Have a good day.